Okay, so what is inheritance? Okay, so you can see it on the screen. Inheritance is the capability of a class to use the property and methods of another class while adding its own functionality. Okay, for example, a while ago I show you class person, right? Okay, class person. Okay, so this is class person, the one I showed you earlier. Okay, this is class person. Okay, let's say you have complete this class a month ago. Okay, you have complete this class a month ago. You have compiled. You have saved the file. Okay, then later, let's say you're working as a programmer. Okay, and later your boss asks you to include more methods of class person. Okay, or your boss asks you to have another class. Okay, this is person. Okay, person. Then after a month, okay, after you completed all these codes, okay, after a month, your boss asks you to include a class, another class, or your boss never said another class. He just said a class with the name of this person. Person. Can you think about any class that can be linked to person? Subject. Subject not so accurate. Pardon? IC number. No. IC number is attribute. Okay. Subject no need lah. Okay. Student. Okay. Subject. Okay. Customer. Okay. Customer. Yes. Good answer. Okay. So then your manager asks you to create a class for manager. Sorry, not manager. Customer. Okay. Sorry. For customer. And in that new class customer, you should have all these. Okay, get age, set age, get name, get age, plus 3 new methods or 3 new operation, plus few new attributes. So what is your best option? Rewrite everything in the new class customer, or you want to write class customer at the same time make use this existing class. So how? Which is the best option? First option. First option is make use this one, and whatever new methods, new attributes, just put in a class customer. And at the same time, class customer can make use the existing class person. Right? This is inheritance. You create a new class, and suddenly you realize the new class overlap with this class. Overlap with an existing class. So what you do, whatever overlapping, you don't want to type again. You don't want to retype. You want to make use this whatever is here. Means you just type whatever new things that should be included in the class, the new class. This is inheritance. Of course, some of you will ask, okay, what's the problem if I create class customer? I just copy paste everything in a class person. Okay, from programming perspective, is it a good idea? No, right? Okay, in programming, whatever is there, please don't duplicate. Okay, don't create redundancy. Right? Whatever is there, just maintain. Create a new class, and you tell the new class that the new class will or should make use this existing class. This is inheritance. So if you go back to the definition given earlier, okay, so inheritance is the capability of a class, okay, to use the property and methods of another class while adding its own functionality. So this is a new class, and this is class which already exists in your library. Okay, any question about inheritance? Okay, another example. Okay, example is employee record system. You could create a generic employee class with sales and actions that are common to all employees. Okay, employee class. Okay, you have one employee class, and then you have methods and attributes for this class. Then you can have more specific classes that can be defined for salaried, commission, and hourly employees, or maybe these are part-time workers. Okay, so you have one employee as a main class, and under that main class you have salaried, commission, and hourly employees, and all these are subclasses. Okay, and all these have common thing among them, and this common thing you put in the superclass. Okay, so if you go back to the class person, Okay, you have class person, then after a while, after a month, you create class customer, and that class customer will make use. In programming, you don't say make use, it will inherit. Okay, it will inherit, mewarisi, will inherit this class, class person. So class person is superclass or subclass? Superclass. Okay, class person is superclass, and class customer is subclass. Okay, or sometimes superclass is also known as parent class, and the subclass also known as child class. But the common term is superclass and subclass. Okay, any question about the term superclass and subclass? Okay, so taking this example, you have class employee and you have class salaried employee. Of course, you can have another two, commission and hourly employees. But just say, I just give you two examples. So which one is superclass and which one is subclass? This one? Superclass. This one? Subclass. Okay, because this will inherit. Don't say make use. Okay, will inherit employee. I use make use just to make you understand about the term inheritance. Okay, basically, if you know UML, have you taken CBOP 3103? No, not yet. Then what you will learn after this. Okay, so if you want to show that in a diagram, you draw it like this. This is employee class in a rectangle. This is salaried employee, right? Okay, then you just put the arrow which going up. This is subclass. This is superclass. So the arrow should point to the superclass. You know why? You know why it should point to the superclass? Subclass inherit superclass. It means whatever attributes, methods that you have written here in the superclass can be used by salaried employee. Okay, it's because it's going up, right? Means you can use. But whatever declared here, new things declared here, new things means new methods and new attributes. Whatever declared in subclass, can the superclass make use whatever available in the subclass? Cannot. It's only one way, bottom up. Only subclass can use superclass attributes or methods, but superclass cannot use subclass methods or attributes. Okay, that's the specification of Java. Okay, when it comes to inheritance. Any question? Understand? Any question? Just a concept. We haven't moved into the programming part. Okay, I repeat. Subclass can use whatever available in the superclass, but not the other way around. Okay, always remember that. But can subclass you use whatever available in superclass? Whatever is there, can the subclass use it? No. Not everything in the superclass can be used by subclass. There are three things that a subclass cannot make use whatever available in the superclass. For example, three things you should remember. Things that cannot be inherited by subclass. It means subclass cannot use all these things available in the superclass. Okay, always remember, private methods. If you declare a method as private in the superclass, subclass cannot use it. Cannot use it means subclass cannot call it, cannot invoke the method in the superclass. Private attributes declared in the superclass. Okay, any private attributes that you declare in the superclass cannot be called by subclass. Okay, remember, anything you declare as private in the superclass, subclass cannot use it. Okay, constructors declared in the superclass. You know constructors? Okay, any constructors that you declare in the superclass cannot be called by the subclass. But there is exception for this constructor. But constructors in the superclass can be called by the subclass indirectly by using super keyword. Okay, always remember, private methods, okay, subclass cannot use. Private attributes that you declare in the superclass, subclass cannot use. Constructors cannot be used, but constructors declared in the superclass cannot be used by subclass directly, but indirectly can by using super keyword. means subclass can call superclass constructor indirectly by using super keyword. Okay, I will explain later about this. Okay. Okay, so these three things cannot be called by subclass from the superclass. Understand? Okay, can be asked in the exam. Okay, what are the advantages of inheritance? Maybe some of you will say this makes things more complicated, by having inheritance, by having super keyword. But you should remember the advantages of inheritance. Code reusable. Okay, means codes you can reuse again and again. Right. Easy maintenance. Is it easy to maintain? Okay. Codes are easily expandable. For example, you have class person, then you just create another class. For example, class customer or class manager or class commission employees. Means you can easily expand. Okay, and when you create a separate class for different entity, it's easy for you to maintain. Right, because each class is focused only to achieve its purpose. Okay, if class customer, it's just class customer. Class person, class person. You don't embed everything in one class. So easy maintenance. So these are the advantages of inheritance. Okay, so if you're dealing with inheritance, if you're dealing with object-oriented programming, inheritance is an approach that you cannot avoid. Okay, you like it or not, you need to use inheritance. Okay, in your OOP. Okay. Okay, any question before we move into the programming part? Okay, these are the concepts that you should understand. Okay, first I give you the definition of inheritance. Then we look at example. Then I show you how you can use UML to show that this class is inheriting this class. Okay, so this is superclass and this is subclass. And then you also learn that superclass cannot use whatever available in the subclass, but subclass can use whatever available in superclass. But at the same time, you also discover that even though subclass can make use whatever available in the superclass, but three things that cannot be used by subclass from the constructor, which are private methods, private attributes, and constructor. But I put an escape clause here. I said, but constructors can be called by the subclass indirectly by using super keyword. Okay, and finally, this is basically for your knowledge, the advantages of inheritance, so that you appreciate why we have inheritance in Java. Okay. Okay, now let us move to the question that we're going to discuss today. Okay, for today's discussion, okay, the question I divided into two parts. First part and then second part. Okay, second part is about inheritance. First part is object and class. Okay, another thing I forgot to mention to you. Okay, another thing. Okay, let's say this is superclass and this is subclass. This subclass will inherit employee. Okay, can you do like this? You haven't created superclass, means class employee is not available in your bin directory, but you create salaried employee, and then you say salaried employee will inherit employee. Can or cannot? When employee, you don't have that class at the in your bin directory or in your desktop. Can or cannot? Can. Cannot. Cannot. Okay. If a class inheriting another class, make sure that another class is already there in your directory. Your bin directory. Okay. If you don't have this class, no way you can create a subclass salaried employee and you tell the system that this class will inherit employee when you don't have this class in first place. Right. So make sure, if you want to have subclass, make sure the superclass is already been implemented, already compiled, no error. Okay, otherwise you cannot create subclass. If you don't have superclass, you cannot have the subclass. Okay, understand? Okay, that's why for today's question, you're going to create two classes. One is counter. Okay, then after you have created counter, you will create another class known as timer. Okay, timer, and timer will inherit counter. So before you could have timer, you should have counter. So we will develop counter first. So don't worry about inheritance. Inheritance will come later in second part. Now our focus is just to create counter. Okay. Okay. So the specification of class counter are given as shown on the screen. Develop a class program which has the following specification, which is very simple class. Class name is counter. Attribute. How many attribute? How many attribute? One. Only one, right? Data. Type of integer and private. Private.